Hello, everyone. It is Mike here, and welcome to part two of this ultimate horror movie tier list. Somebody did three parts, so um, instead of there was an option earlier to maybe do one with 350 on it, but I was like, "There's no way I'm gonna do all that in one sitting." So I thought, do the three part instead. And yeah, we're back to it. And I can go ahead and tell you, there's some really good ones on this one. Some really good ones. Some of my favorites of all time are on this. Actually, probably my favorite two. There's a couple that are in my top 20 of all time on this. So I'm very excited to do this one. I've actually seen a good bit of these. I think more than the last one that I did. So we're gonna. Well, I haven't seen out, but here's the options. You got the S, the A, the B, the C. Haven't seen and trash, which D also goes into trash as well. Um, just to keep that in mind. But I've seen most of these. There is a couple that I see on here I haven't seen, but I think this time I'm gonna have more that I'm actually familiar with. I last time I had actually surprisingly some that I hadn't seen. But we're going to kick things off with Alligator, which I haven't seen. So, never even heard of that movie. I've, heard of tons of alligator movies, but not that one. Okay, Quiet Place is going to be a B. Think it's a really good film, very original. It's not enough to get to an A, but it's still pretty good. And for God's sake, Get Out. Never even heard of that. That's going to go in a haven't seen for sure. American Werewolf in London is going to be. Ooh, this is tough. It's going to be high B. I cannot get it to A. I know a lot of people love it. It's a great movie. It has some really great moments. If I was to put it in A, it'd be low A. So I'm going to just put it at a high B. I know some people think it's incredible, and it is, and especially for its time. Anaconda, I have not seen, surprisingly. I have heard of it. The Babadook is a B. Never seen Bad Taste, man. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's I see a bunch I've seen, and I have never seen Basket Case, which I need to watch. That is one on my to-do list that I just never got to. There's a couple, and that's one of them. The Beyond, I've never even heard of. The Birds, Alfred Hitchcock, I'm going to go B. I really like it. It's way too long, and I don't recall but it felt like a B for me at the end. But it is kind of scary movie. Cabin in the Woods is a C. I like it, but I don't like the ending. And I think a lot of people don't like the ending. I think it has some really great moments in it. You know what? I'm going to go low B. I got to go low B because it's still got some pretty awesome moments. Candyman is a B. Love Candyman. Haven't seen the other ones besides the newer one. But I do like the original one with Tony Todd. I own the movie. It's not a great film, but it's still enough to get a B. Carrie is a C. It's bottom C for me. There's a couple good moments in it, but I actually like the remake better. Is that Cat People? I've never even seen that. Children of the Corn is a B. It's a high B for me. I really like Children of the Corn. I think it's a great film. This may be controversial if you've seen this movie, but I think Color of the Space is trash. I don't like that movie. It's very weird, and I just do not like it. I know some people love it, but I just do not like it. Conjuring, the first Conjuring is a great movie, but I'm going to have to go B. I cannot get it to that A tier. It's very effective. Of course, it had a great trilogy to it, and of course, a bunch of spin-offs that weren't as good. But I would have to put it at a B. Crawl is going to be bottom B. It's an alligator film and a hurricane movie. It's fun to watch, and it is. I mean, it's good for what it's good for, but it's not a great movie. But it's still pretty fun to watch. So I'm gonna put it in B. The Crazies. I think when I watched it, I think it's trash. Oh well, I feel like I need to rewatch this movie. I'm gonna put it in that. I'm gonna give it another go because I watched it when it first came out, and I I don't think I liked it. I don't remember everything. I don't think I liked it though. If I had to guess, if I had to put money on it, I'd say it'd go in the trash category. But I think I need to watch it again. But I have seen it. I will put that on the record. Creature from the Black Lagoon is an A tier, top A tier, almost S tier. I don't know. I think I'm gonna look at the end of the list and see, but I'm going either A or S. But I am stuck between those two. If it is an S tier, it's bottom S tier. But Darkness Falls is, I haven't seen that. Dawn of the Dead, Zack Snyder is a C. I just don't enjoy it. That I don't like the ending. I hate the ending of the movie. And speaking of Dawn of the Dead, the original is a high B tier for me. High B tier. Dead or Alive, I've never seen. Dead Silence is very bottom B. Very bottom B tier. It's fun, but it's not a good movie. But it has some crazy moments in it that I can remember, and the fact that I can remember it is good. I mean, makes it a little. I've never seen Bram Stoker's Dracula, and I've never seen Drag Me to Hell. My friend hates Drag Me to Hell, but I have never seen it. Eraserhead is an A. I just I don't know. Maybe no. I got to put it in A. It's just so crazy. It has to be in an A tier. I feel like I'm ripping off Dawn the Dead and American Werewolf in London now because they're better movies, but we're talking about how I enjoy it. And Eraserhead is just, I had never seen nothing like it. And it is, I can safely say it's the weirdest movie of all time. Event Horizon, I've actually never seen. Heard it's good. This is going to be the most controversial of my picks. But I am going with Evil Dead in a C tier. And I know I'm ready for the hate. But it's not one of my favorites. I actually like the remake the best. But I'm not a big Evil Dead fan. I like the remake and that's it. But I still will give it a C tier. I'm not going to put it in trash. The Fog is bottom B for me. Frankenstein. This is, man, I'm going to get some hate today. I'm going C. I don't like watching that film. I think it's very effective for its time. It's a good movie, but I don't like watching it. I don't enjoy it at all. I hate, when I was a kid, I hated the scene where he pulls the girl out of the water. Oh God, I hate that scene. I mean, it's effective for what it does, but I don't like the movie. I think it's one of my least favorite Universal movies, and I know some people love it, but it's not one of my favorites. The first Friday the 13th is going to be a B. Low B, though. I put it about right there. I haven't seen the original Fright Night. Ooh. This is one I am trying to get in trouble today. I'm not a big fan of Dusk Till Dawn. It's just not one of my favorites. I feel like I need to rewatch it, but based on my viewing of right now, I'm going to go high C. I don't, the first time I watched it, I didn't enjoy it. Green Room is a B. I like Green Room. I watched it this year, and I still think it's a solid film. The Grudge is trash. Absolute garbage. American remake, garbage. Definitely the worst of this list so far. Halloween, the 1978 John Carpenter's Halloween, is S tier. The first Halloween is S tier, easily S tier. One of the greatest movies of all time. It was a game changer. A game changer. Happy Birthday to Me, I've never seen. The Haunting in Connecticut, I've never seen that one. And I haven't seen the original Hills Have Eyes. I have seen His House, and it's a C. It's not a great movie, but it's enough to get a C. Now, this may be pretty controversial. Hostel is an S tier. I love Hostel. I love the movie Hostel. I know a lot of people disagree with it. A lot of people would put it in a B, but I had so much fun with that movie. That movie is so fun. It is in my top 20 horror movies of all time, easily. And I'm basing this off of entertainment. Obviously, it's not a better movie than Dawn of the Dead or some of those other ones, but House of the Devil, I've never seen. House of Wax, I need to rewatch it, but I have seen it. It's been a while. I think it goes here. I'm going to put it here for now in the C tier. But I need to rewatch it. I need to give that one another go, but I think it's going to be a C tier. I Know What You Did Last Summer is definitely a C tier. Wait for this one. So I love South Korean films. Thinks they're some of the best movies of all time. This movie is in my top 25 of all time. I usually don't consider it a horror movie, but it could easily be a horror movie. It's more of a psychological thriller, but I can understand why it's on this list. And it is an easy S tier. And I don't think it's called I Saw the Devil. It's a South Korean film. And when I make a list of, horror films, I put this with 7 because this is more of a psychological thriller. But some people think it's definitely in this genre. If that's the case, it's the number 1 of all time. Of all time. But since it's not, in my opinion, it's psychological thriller. But it's an S tier. It's in my top 10 of all time. I mean, but viewer be warned, it's not for everyone. But it is one of the best revenge movies of all time. But if you don't like gore, and if you don't like emotional damage, don't watch it. You didn't hear it from me. I spit on your graves too much. I'm never watching that trash. I do not like movies like that. In the Mouth of Madness, never seen. I cannot tell what that is. I can't tell what that is, so I can't. The original is a B. Low B for me. Extremely low B. Jacob's Ladder, I actually haven't seen. Need to see it. Jaws is an A tier. No doubt. It's an A tier. That's another one that, people debate about also. I think it's more of a drama and action more than a action. But people said they would never swim after they watched it, so I think it's pretty effective for what it is. Jeepers Creepers. I know a lot of people hate the director. I'm basing this off of the movie and me watching the movie. It's a B. And I can see why people hate the director. I can see why people boycott the movie. I'm basing this off of a film. It's a B. Joyride, I haven't seen. Last Night in Soho, I love Last Night in Soho. I'm going to have to put it top B tier for me. Leprechaun, I like the first one a lot. It's going to be bottom B. So bottom B, well, a little bit up. The Lost Boys is an A tier. I love watching The Lost Boys. I think it's a great vampire movie. It's between that and 30 Days a Night of the best vampire movies. Obviously, I have a place in my heart for Underworld, but yeah. But that's more of a vampire and werewolf, so it's a little bit of a mixture. Madhouse I've never seen. The Mangler I haven't seen. Misery is fantastic. I'm gonna have to put it though in top B tier. I cannot get it to an A, but these movies are really good. These three movies in particular could easily make an A list. And you know what? I'm gonna put Dawn further up at the top B as you can get. The Mist, it's high C for me. I don't like the movie. I love the ending though, because I'm heartless. Um, yeah, you all know what I'm talking about if you've seen that. I can't tell what that is. I don't think I've seen it though. Oh, it's Mother's Day. Yeah, I haven't seen that. I hate the Mummy. I do not like the Universal Mummy movie at all. I think it's trash. I think it's the if we're it may be bottom C. I'd have to rewatch it, but I always remember the Universal Studios movies. I would watch every single one, but the Mummy. I watched that maybe once or twice, and I just hated it. I just felt like it was a weird movie. It's just a weird movie. I don't think a lot of people that like Universal movies like that movie. And it's definitely, if there's a list, it's their least favorite. Probably. I haven't seen the original My Bloody Valentine. Oculus, I'm not a big fan of. And that is, I know that's controversial. It's mid-C. I don't want to put it in trash. I don't like it. But it's kind of because some of the decisions that are made in the movie. The Omen is definitely an S tier. It's one of the greatest horror films of all time. It's one of it's my dad's favorite horror movie. And it definitely belongs in top 20 of Orphan is really good, but I'm going to have to put it at a B. Probably right here. The Others is good. Kind of got ruined for me, so I'm going to put it at bottom B. Probably right there. Paranormal Activity is definitely really good for its time. I'm going to put it in mid B. It has one of the best, made some of the best money with the lowest budget ever. Put Blumhouse on the map. I cannot tell what that is. Is that Army of Darkness? I haven't seen that. Well, I don't know where I put it. Crap. I don't know what it is. I'm not going to zoom in. I don't think I've seen it. Prom Night I haven't seen. I've seen the horrible remake, but I haven't seen the original. Psycho's good. I'm going to have to put it B, though. Because I knew what was going to happen. Kind of ruined it for me. And Pumpkinhead is high C. It's nothing that's fantastic. It's just all right. The first Purge I actually like. Some people don't like it. I think it's a great movie. But it's still a B. But I think it's a lot better than people say. The first one at least. Now the other ones I'm not for sure about. Okay, the first Saw movie is definitely A tier. Easy A tier for me. I love Saw. I love the franchise. I think Saw 2 is actually better than 1. But 1 is really clever. It was so original when it came out. And it started that whole franchise. Scanners is just okay. It's kind of weird. I'll put it at a high C. I really don't love the movie. I don't know what that is. Scream is S tier. And it is second place S tier right now. Very good movie. Excellent. It's my favorite slasher, I think. I know probably some people like Halloween better, but okay, I've never seen that. Silent Hill is A tier. Easy A tier for me. I'll put it right there. It's a really good movie. I enjoy it a lot. I have a blast with it. I almost want to put Dawn of the Dead in A. I mean, I feel like I'm just cheating. Yeah, I'm going to do that because it's really good. I still like Night of the Living Dead better, but it's definitely great. Silver Bullet I actually haven't seen. Sinister is high A tier. Going high A tier here. I almost want to do S tier. because I really like it, but I think there's been some movies that have just pushed it in the A tier. I love the movie. I wouldn't put it over Creature though, but it's an A tier. Sixth Sense is high B tier, very high B. I guess the ending though, but it's a really good story. I've never seen this one. Haven't seen The Stage Ghost. Stakeland, I actually haven't seen I haven't seen The Stand, wow, or The Stepfather, at least the original. The Strangers, I'm gonna put low B tier. I used to have this in an A tier, but those characters do so many stupid things in that movie. Probably the dumbest people in a horror movie. Especially the scene with the shotgun. Come on, really? They just did completely dumb stuff. It is pretty scary though, so I'm gonna put it higher B. It is a pretty scary movie. I'll put it right there. Texas Chainsaw's S tier, easy S tier. Just such an effective movie. For the 70s, it's just incredible. The Thing is high B. It's a really good movie. It's extremely high B. I can't get it to A though. 13 Ghosts is low B. It's fun, but it's not a great movie. Okay. I do not know what that is. Train to Busan is S tier. And it's second place now. And it's in my top 20 of all time too. So these two South Korean films are just absolutely incredible. They're the only movies from the horror genre that are in my top 20. However, I don't consider this one. I consider this psychological thriller. But I can see the argument. I mean, I can see the argument. I haven't seen the Twilight Zone movie. Unfriended is trash. I hate that movie. Urban Legend, I think I've seen, but I don't remember it. Us is high B. I'll put it right there. I really enjoy Us. VHS is high B. I really like VHS. Probably like 2 better, but I definitely put 1 in a high B. Oh, Wolfman is definitely high B. I recently rewatched it, and I thought I had like a werewolf thing going on because I watched American Werewolf in London. I watched The Wolfman. I watched Benicio del Toro's Wolfman, and I watched Dog Soldiers. So I had like a werewolf thing going on. But it's high B tier. I'll put it probably right there. Wrong Turn is lower B tier. Probably right there. I think the first one's good. I haven't seen the rest of them, but the first one's really fun. But it has its problems. It's got a couple scary moments in it though. You're Next is B. That's a good movie. Has one of the smartest protagonists that makes good decisions in horror films, which is unheard of. Zombieland, oh man, I hate Zombieland. I do not like Zombieland. I'm going low C though. I'm not going to put it in trash, but it's low. I just don't like it. I haven't watched Double Tap, and I have no desire to watch it. I don't like Zombieland. And I actually was supposed to watch Zombie, but I didn't. So it's going to still be in that category. So I watched a lot more this time, it looks like. I think I have more than I do for this, but still I haven't seen some of these I haven't heard of. But I think this is one of the best S tier lists because these are definitely in my top 20 without a doubt. It's not even a question of horror genres. And I could probably get maybe these first 4 in this S tier, but I didn't want to pack the S tier. But they're as close as an S tier you can get. Creature, The Black Lagoon, Sinister, Jaws, Saw, all really good films. I just couldn't get them all the way though. I just couldn't. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed it. We still have one more part to go. And I wish I would have did this in October. I should have did it in October, but whatever. I know people love this all times of the year. It doesn't matter really what time of the year it is. and they like these lists. And I thought I did pretty good. I thought a couple are controversial, The Evil Dead especially, probably Zombieland, Dusk Till Dawn. Pretty controversial there, but I think I did pretty good on the rest of them. But yeah, we still have one more list to go, and I'm sure we're going to be missing out on some movies. So I may do that 351, but I don't know if I want to. That's a lot. There's probably about close to 100 here, maybe. I don't think it's 100. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 fills up a row. I don't know. This is probably at least 50 here. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you all later. Thank you. Make sure you tell me what you think about the list. Do you agree with it? Do you disagree with it? Make sure to let me know. And I'll see you all later.